We're calling this segment Fire! And we did have a fire today. Oh my goodness, you want to trigger a panic attack. Scared the crap out of me. I was sitting in my office getting some work done. I was working on my computer. And it's real windy, so I had the door closed. So I'm there tucked away in my little office cubicle. And I smelled smoke. And it was not somebody burnt the popcorn smoke. It was smoke. And I looked around and there was smoke in the air. And the thoughts that went through my head in like 1 second was, oh, I just cooked lunch and I forgot to turn the stove off. My kitchen's on fire and I'm going to die. The house is burning down. And I got up and I opened the door and there was smoke in the rest of the condo, and I ran out to the kitchen. My kitchen wasn't on fire. And then I have a palette, a memory bank of smoke, because I've been a reporter for 30 years. And I've covered house fires, structure fires, garbage fires, you name it. I've been there and I've smelled the smoke of many, many fires. And this smoke triggered a memory. I go, the metallic overtone, so that's a car fire, but I smell brush, I can smell vegetation too, and old house fire smell. So all these three things flash through my mind, like it's a car fire, a house fire, and there's some vegetation involved. And I'm looking out of my windows and I see the wisp of smoke coming up. And I thought, oh my God, my building's on fire, I'm gonna be trapped. I'm like, it's down below me. And I'm thinking, which guitar do I save? I'm going to figure out which 2 guitars or 3 guitars I can carry. And then, like, it didn't seem to be, like, imminent. So I relaxed for a minute and I go, where is that burning? And then I heard the siren in the distance. And upon investigation, the fire was about a block away, but the wind was blowing the smoke right into my office. And it was a pretty bad fire. They called about 3 alarms on this one. So, and my palette of smoke detection in my brain, like what is burning, was correct. It looked like a carport fire where a car burned in the carport, spread to the tree above, and then spread to the house. So it was the house, the car, and the vegetation. So somebody lost their house. It didn't look like anyone was injured. I didn't see any ambulances there, so that's good. I feel sorry for the people that lost their house today. All right, that was the excitement for the day. House fire next door. I've been talking about immigration and promoting the segment that we did on our private site, futureforecastinggroup.com, where you can see my explanation of what's really going on with immigration. What they're doing is giving you a bunch of smoke and mirrors, a shell game, just absolute people playing their parts, doing what needs to be done, pretending they're doing something, pretending to be arguing, and they're not doing a damn thing about it. The latest is that Texas has sealed the border. They put up razor wire. Well, what they did is they went to Eagle Pass and they put up razor wire for about as far as the drone can see. So you have maybe a few hundred yards of razor wire and they've sealed off that one part. But the rest of the border is wide open, and the smugglers are just, instead of bringing them for processing to Eagle Pass, they're taking them to other parts of Arizona and California and other parts of Texas for the processing. And they are processing tens of millions of illegals in. You're not going to stop it. It's not going to be stopped. I explain why in the segment on futureforecastinggroup.com. And people are putting their hopes on Donald Trump. He's going to get in office and he's going to deport these aliens. Have you thought that through? How would you, think about trying to round up 20 people and deporting them? Or are you going to drive them? You're going to put them on a bus? You're going to put them on a plane? Where are you going to drop them? What will the human rights activists say? Think of 20 million people what would the logistics of that be? What army are you going to use to round them up? How will you find them? They're in all the nooks and crannies. And they're not meant to go. They're meant to be here. They're meant to be the new population. This is the formation of a new form of governance, and it's been dictated from on high. That's a good word, dictated from on high, from the real administrators that are above presidents and politicians. So see that and you'll understand more. People have asked, well, what level do I have to join your futureforecastinggroup.com to see this? It's available to all levels. My suggestion would be get the 7-day free trial. You can get a 7-day free trial at the visionary level. Watch that video, watch the conversations with friends, watch the remote viewing we just did on Ingo Swann's handler, the guy named Axelrod that took Ingo Swann to witness the UFO events. That was a very interesting remote viewing, and we knocked it out of the park. That's available under the title Axelrod. So a lot of great material. futureforecastinggroup.com. Get a free 7-day trial today. And the whole immigration thing is just a show. Just be aware that it is just a big show, and you have no say over what's happening. And they're going to bring in about 100 million people, and they're about a third of the way done.